In the previous podcast, we discussed irrigation and how water availability affects tree health and survival. Today, we're going to look at another key factor in tree growth, nutrients. Because while water moves through the tree and supports biological processes, nutrients are what allow those processes to occur. They are the building blocks of growth. But here's something important to understand. Fertilization is often misunderstood in arboriculture. Many people assume that adding fertilizer automatically improves tree health. But that is not always the case. In fact, unnecessary or improper fertilization can do more harm than good. So today, we're going to focus on when fertilization is needed, how it works, and how to apply it correctly. Let's start with the basics. Trees require a range of nutrients to grow and function. The most important nutrients are often referred to as macronutrients. These include nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Nitrogen is essential for leaf growth and photosynthesis. Phosphorus supports root development and energy transfer. Potassium helps regulate water movement and overall plant function. There are also micronutrients such as iron, manganese, and zinc. These are required in smaller amounts, but are still essential for proper growth. In natural forest systems, nutrients are continuously recycled. Leaves fall to the ground, decompose, and return nutrients to the soil. In urban environments, this cycle is often disrupted. Leaves are removed, soils are disturbed, and organic matter is limited. As a result, nutrient availability may be reduced. However, this does not automatically mean that fertilization is required. The first step in nutrient management is assessment. Before applying fertilizer, arborists should determine whether a deficiency actually exists. This can be done through soil testing or visual assessment. Soil tests provide information about nutrient levels, pH, and soil composition. Visual symptoms may include chlorosis, which is yellowing of leaves, or poor growth. However, it is important to recognize that not all symptoms are caused by nutrient deficiencies. Problems such as compaction, drought stress, or root damage can produce similar symptoms. This is why proper diagnosis is critical. If fertilization is needed, the next step is selecting the appropriate type. There are two main categories: fast-release fertilizers and slow-release fertilizers. Fast-release fertilizers provide nutrients quickly. However, they can also leach away quickly and may lead to excessive growth. Slow-release fertilizers provide nutrients over time. They are generally preferred in arboriculture because they provide a steady supply without overwhelming the tree. Now let's talk about application methods. Fertilizers can be applied in several ways. Surface application is one of the simplest methods. Fertilizer is spread over the soil surface and watered in. Soil injection involves placing fertilizer directly into the root zone. This can improve nutrient availability in compacted soils. There are also foliar applications, where nutrients are applied directly to leaves. However, this is typically used for specific deficiencies rather than general fertilization. It's important to apply fertilizer at the correct rate. Over-fertilization can lead to excessive shoot growth, weak structure, and increased susceptibility to pests. It can also contribute to environmental problems, such as nutrient runoff. Now let's connect fertilization to overall tree health. Fertilization is not a substitute for proper soil management. If soil conditions are poor, adding nutrients alone will not solve the problem. In many cases, improving soil structure and organic matter is more effective than adding fertilizer. Mulching, composting, and soil aeration often provide longer-lasting benefits. For the ISA Urban Forest Professional Exam, understand the role of nutrients in tree health. You should know the function of major nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, the importance of soil testing before fertilization, the difference between slow-release and fast-release fertilizers, and the risks of over-fertilization. Questions may focus on identifying when fertilization is appropriate and selecting proper methods. Fertilization is a tool, but like all tools in arboriculture, it must be used carefully and with purpose. Understanding when and how to apply nutrients is essential for supporting healthy tree growth. In the next podcast, we'll shift from nutrients to protection and explore how arborists protect trees during construction and site development. You've been listening to the Arborist-podcast. Our goal is to grow our collective knowledge, one domain at a time. If you enjoyed the podcast, please like, share, and subscribe to help us keep this momentum. Until next time, let's keep growing this community together.